Refreshing. What's up, guys? It's Michael Vorpahl, and welcome back to the Common Sense Is Not Dead podcast. It's been 2 weeks since the last episode, so just so you guys know, if you tune in faithfully, I appreciate that. And when you end up tuning in faithfully, I appreciate that. Just know that I will only generate episodes or put out content that I believe is truly valuable based off of real-time things that I'm observing or things that are on my heart and mind. So maybe it's once a week per the regular. That's what I'm aiming for. But if I feel like it's not going to be something that is beneficial to you, then I'm not going to put it out there. So just know that. All right. I only want to put out content that is beneficial to you. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope it's because someone wasn't dense and they shared the common sense, even though you might believe, along with all of us, that common sense seems dead at some times, or common sense is no longer a common virtue. But we are here to change that. And how are we going to do that? By putting into practice the content and the mentalities and discussions and things like that that you are going to hear on this show. So if this is your first time listening, you have to understand that I operate in common sense, which means if you believe that a boy can be a girl and a girl can be a boy, then our mentalities are just not going to jive. However, we do have the First Amendment and our constitutional right, which is protected under that law of freedom of speech, freedom of thought. Let's have some civil discourse. Let's have some conversations and discussions about it. And that is what we are here to do. So I invite you to stay, even though you believe that from a biological sense, the impossible is possible. But let's at least execute our First Amendment freedom of speech and thought that way. Civil discourse. Let's have a discussion. We might not, even agree at the end of the day, but that's okay. We can still live in the same world together. You're just not going to be part of my inner circle, and that's okay too. Seems pretty common sense to me. For those of you who already know, I got to put this disclaimer out there. I am an active duty United States Marine. So all thoughts, opinions, and beliefs expressed in this show and all content that I ever produce is of my opinion, in my opinion alone. It does not represent any official capacity, the views, opinions, beliefs, and or thoughts, concepts of the United States Marine Corps as an organization. So this is in no way an official representation of the Marine Corps, nor is it meant to ever be. Now, I will take lessons learned. I will take things, beliefs, and concepts and provide them to you that I have learned throughout my career in the Marine Corps so far. But this is not an official stance on the Marine Corps. So common sense is a common virtue, and it reigns supreme if we let it. So just understand that this is my own personal opinion and leave it at that. But someone's going to be dumb, and someone's going to believe that I am in the wrong or whatever. Good, do your thing. Look, it is what it is. I already know that I'm not. With that being said, and the legalese outside, the legalese taken care of, welcome to the show. There's going to be different types of formats of the show. You're going to have one like this, which is lessons learned, which is where I bring a thought process, mentality, a growth moment, a lesson that I have learned throughout my life and career and provide it to you so that maybe you can learn it sooner and put some practical things into place and operate a little differently so that you can reach to the level you're wanting to reach sooner than I did. Another one is going to be called Scroll and Troll. So that's where I'm scrolling the interweb, scrolling social media, and I troll it essentially. But I only troll things that I find absolutely absurd and obscene. And I provide a common sense approach and thought process behind this as well. I think that's needed some constructive trolling, so to speak, or just call it constructive criticism. And look, at the end of the day, you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. It just is what it is. Welcome to Darwinism and natural selection. But another type of episode is called Full Send Q&A, and that's where you submit your questions. I give you the answers, and it's going to be my common sense approach. If I don't have a good answer for you, I'm not going to try and answer it. All right. But that leaves me for room to grow. So I'll go learn about the topic, formulate my own opinion, and get back to you, right? It's that simple. And you could submit your questions in the comment section of the YouTube channel you're watching this on, or if you're listening to audio, there is a spot on Spotify where you can submit your question there, or at fullsendforanswers@gmail.com. Again, that's fullsendforanswers at gmail.com. Now, the final format of the show is called Let's Talk About It. And Let's Talk About It is where I see headlines out there because they're super catchy and super awesome that usually have 95% nothing to do with the actual full extent of the article. And I go ahead and actually read past the headline, read the article, maybe point out some hypocrism. Is that even a word? The hypocrite belief, hypocrite view, hypocrite. Anyway, I point out the hypocrisy. There we go. Let my brain click for a second because words have meanings. I point out the hypocrisy in the article and the headline, or we actually talk about the headline and what it's trying to promote, like man's breast milk being, as good as a mother's. But that's a topic for a different show. In fact, I think I already did that one. You should go listen to it. It's pretty good. But those are the formats of the show. All right. So I think people need to use their voice. I used to believe for a long time that my voice was small, insignificant. What good could I do? And in fact, I have come to find out that a lot of you have let me know, hey, thank you for this, thank you for that. And I realized that one voice can be extremely powerful and yours can be too. So let's do this together. And in order to do it together, I'm asking you to help me out. I'm asking you to contribute to the show. And what I mean by that is share the show. If you find the viewpoint like, made me think, if you actually gain value, if you're going to put things into practice, if this has helped you in the past, or I have helped you in any way, shape, or form, I need you to share the show. We need to grow together. If you are scared and don't want to speak your voice, but you hear something that you agree with, then share mine. Share this show. Let's get this going, definitely local, definitely within our country of America. But if it becomes an international thing, even better too. Why not? Bigger and better, because we need individuals to come together collectively and actually put action into these things that we will talk about at some point in the show too. So that's all I ask. I'm putting myself in the proverbial crosshairs, if you will. All right. And it's already happened before that people have come and talked to me within my professional career about content and stuff. Needless to say, I do my homework and I know I'm okay, but regardless, people are going to be stupid. So help me out, contribute to the show. It's the least we can do. Let's grow this together. So today's lesson learned, though, is something that I think everyone can take. And this lesson will absolutely help shape your perspective and shape the way you operate day to day so that you will actually achieve your end goal and end state, or whatever that looks like for you, whatever you want to call that, right? Your triumph, your trophy, your end goal, end state, whatever it is you want to call it. And you'll actually achieve it in a way that's beneficial, that's inspiring, that actually contributes to other people. Because I was on a promotion panel this week. And for those of you who don't know what that is, in the Marine Corps, we have promotion. So they're up for promotion to the next rank, which means more responsibility. Think of it similar to a promotion at your job where, they interviewed, there's a selection process, very similar. Okay. That's our version of the selection process. And one of the final questions, okay, was, why do you believe we should promote you to the next rank, or recommend you for promotion to the next rank? That's what the question was. Why do you think we should recommend you to be promoted to the next rank? Which, again, remember, subsequently means that you should be given added responsibility, that you should have more Marines and individuals' lives and impact and influence, and the ability to shape the lives and growth of other human beings, other Marines' lives. And the same thing in the management and civilian world, right? You have bigger impact, broader impact. You're now looking at additional responsibilities, from teaching to managing to, hey, I've got this going on at home, right? Like, look, it's not just promotion in terms of pay, but it's like with that added benefit, but it also comes with the burden of leadership, right? It comes with the additional responsibility. So this question was asked. Again, the question was, why do you believe, or why should we recommend you for promotion? And the majority of the answers of these Marines, again, this isn't any dog on them, but this is a maturity and perspective thing, started with, I deserve this promotion, or I deserve to be promoted. I deserve to be recommended, something to that extent, with the key two first words being I deserve, or deserved. And I did an Instagram post about this with my short version of what I'm going to talk about. So you can check that out too. But that was really enlightening to me. And it wasn't just one or two, right? And there were like 19, 20, almost 30. I think there were almost 30 Marines that we went through. Maybe it was like 25 to 30 Marines that we went through in the course of 2 hours. And all the answers were very similar. I deserve insert, right? Whatever their action is or answer was. But the question was, why should we recommend you? So it's interesting how the question was taken, thought of, and then the answers very similarly started with the nature and spirit of I deserve. Now, someone hearing that, they'd be like, oh, okay, I deserve to be promoted because I would bring this, and this, and be like, oh, that's a good answer, right? Like, I could see that. But to me, it doesn't. And to a lot of more mature leaders, seasoned leaders, experienced leaders, it's not the way to answer that question. And here is why. When you use the word deserve, that's equivalent to like, I'm entitled to, right? So it's like, I deserve this job because I'm this. I deserve this job, or I deserve this promotion, or I deserve this money. I deserve this degree because I'm a student, right? And I'm the first student in my family to do it, or because I'm hardworking, or whatever. Like, look, doesn't everyone say they're hardworking and that they're a student and that there's a lot of other firsts in a family? Like, if we're talking about college, I deserve this promotion because I put in my time at the company. Okay, that's great. But what value did you provide the company other than collecting a paycheck and checking in at 9 a.m. and leaving at 5 p.m. every day? And chances are we're late every once in a while and you've got some negative write-ups, or you're just showing up and doing the bare minimum of your job description. And you think that that is deserving of the next pay because I'm paying my time and paying my dues, and you deserve that promotion, right? Maybe you're in the military and you're at the rank of E3 out of E9. So for the Marine Corps, you're a Lance Corporal, and I deserve that promotion to Corporal because I did my time and I'm good at my job, right? I think you guys are smart enough to pick up the pattern here that I'm trying to lay down. Maybe you've said this, maybe you've heard this, maybe you've believed this before. Now, my question to that is, okay, do you really deserve it? Or do you still have to earn it? You earn the opportunity to be promoted. You earn a promotion. You earn a pay raise. You earn a degree. Now, that's subject for a whole different conversation. But the way it's supposed to work, you put in hard work, you earned, you scrapped, you had resilience, you executed grit, you had to practice and develop mental toughness, which means personal development, professional development in your craft. You earned it because you put in the work. You don't deserve it because you put in the work, because someone could put in the work 10 times more than you in a different area. And that's what sets them apart. So they earned the promotion. And if there's only one spot available, then guess what? They earned it, but they didn't deserve it. So you see, deserve brings a sense of entitlement. And with the sense of entitlement comes laziness. With laziness comes complacency. With complacency, they get killed, both in the figurative sense of promotion and growth, and also in the literal sense. If you don't take care of yourself and make yourself a force to be reckoned with, others will take advantage of you. And we see that day in and day out with murders. But when you earn and you develop grit and you push yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, all of a sudden you start being 1 step ahead, 2 steps ahead, 3 steps ahead, and all of a sudden you're sprinting past all the other competition, and you have earned the promotion based off of the merit of who you are, that led to the expertise, that led to putting in the hours, that led to the value that you are providing the organization and the team members around you with the example you're setting. Not a lazy complacency example, but a hardworking, extremely amazing work ethic. And content of character that is worth replicating and striving to be like. That's earned. Earned. Everything is earned. So for all my military service members, brothers and sisters in arms, especially Marines, look, you earn that rank. I don't care if it's private to private first class, from private first class to lance corporal to corporal, so on and so on. You earn that rank. You don't deserve that rank, because just as easily as you made that ranking, earn that promotion, you can easily earn a demotion. Just as easily. The next food for thought would be, did you deserve the demotion? Or did you earn the demotion through your actions or lack thereof? It's all about earning, not deserving. When you take this and apply it to everything else in your life, then you realize that I have to earn the body I'm looking for. I have to earn the finances I'm looking for. I have to earn the education I'm looking for. I have to earn the mentorship I'm looking for. And that takes putting in the work. Some practical examples. If you want to get smarter, find a book in the area you want to get smarter of and start reading 10 pages a day. I started doing this as a part of Andy Frisella's 75 Hard program, and it completely changed my life because I was earning an education in areas that I wanted to improve upon. I didn't want to go to college yet, okay? But I started earning and growing in my education because I was putting in the effort of reading. I wanted a certain body type. Well, that meant I had to put the work in the gym. I had to incorporate resistance training, weight training, endurance training, different cardio styles. I had to earn, I had to grit, I had to sweat, I had to bleed, sometimes cry, okay, in order to earn that body. That develops grit, that develops mental fortitude. So two good examples of being smarter and being more educated, as well as earning the body I'm looking for, okay? Spiritually, I want to grow closer with God. He is my God. He is my creator. That means I have to have a devotion with him every day. I have to speak to him regularly. I have to try and see him daily in my life, both good and bad, but be thankful just that he gave me another opportunity to navigate these things. That takes reading, that takes listening, that takes patience, that takes seeking, that takes effort, actions. You notice all three of these examples, okay, are actions. I want to grow closer with my wife and my daughter. That takes actions of putting my phone away, paying attention to them talk about makeup or the silly boy at school, and taking an investment into what interests them. Not because I'm going to go become an expert in foundation and know the difference between e.l.f. and MAC for makeup, or understand that, you know, this guy named Bruce did something silly, or this girl in her class cut this other girl's hair so that she got suspended, and hearing about the T in elementary school in 5th grade. And doesn't mean I'm getting invested in that, but I am fully attentive and aware of what's going on because it means something to them. I have to earn that relationship with my wife and daughter. And it takes effort, and it's tiring, and it takes so much energy. But what's the alternative? And I think we both know what the alternative is. You and I know what the alternative is. The alternative is this: the life you currently have. You're living the alternative. You're living with depression. You're living with anxiety. You're riddled with it. And I guarantee if you whittle it all back at some degree, it started with I deserve, or why not me? This is all I'm getting. This is all I'm worth. It's another way of saying I deserve this life. This is all the more that I'm going to have. Well, if you want to stay there, then keep doing what you're doing. At the end of the day, that's up to you. But I know there's more in there. I know there's more in you. There has to be more in there. There has to be more to who you are, because you were not put, I was not put, we were not put on this earth to sit here and play the victim of an environment. You can get up, you can leave. Is it scary? Yes. Is it worth it? Yes. Why? Because you are now earning. You are earning everything in life, and everything that you have ever been proud of in your life is because you earned it. If you're a parent, you're proud of your children. Why? Because it's hard to be a parent and you're proud of their accomplishments because you put in the work and effort to be there, to show up, to put forth the best parenting style that you could at the time. That's what you talk about. I'm proud about my baby. I'm proud about that promotion because I put in the work. You don't come back and say, I deserve that promotion and just don't talk about it like it's no big deal. No, everyone says, man, I saw what you did. I saw this. I saw that. You ever think about that? It's because you earned it, not because you deserved it. Maybe you said something similar to this too. Man, that brown noser, he doesn't deserve that. Well, then why didn't you outwork him? Why didn't you make yourself be known? Why didn't you show your value? Why are you dimming yourself? Then you earned exactly where you're at because you don't deserve anything. I don't deserve anything. There's way more in there. So we need to change it. Remember, it's not about what you deserve. It's not about that you deserve it. It's about what you earn and the actions you take in order to get what you want. That is earning it. No one deserves it. Because at the end of the day, you don't know what goes on in everyone's life that has what you want and what it took to get there. Worry about you. Worry about your own growth. Worry about your own actions so that you can earn it. Scrape by, develop the grit, mental fortitude, spiritual resilience, emotional intelligence to keep moving forward and earn your goals, earn your prizes, and earn the life that you want to have. That is what it takes. That's what you need to do. That's what I need to do. And that's what we need to do in order to be the example and earn the right to make a difference in this life. Because you can do it, I can do it, and together we can do it. So with that being said, don't be dense, share the common sense, and let's change the word deserve to earn and change the world. Talk soon.